We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Phillies baseball on the show next. Aaron Nola will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game.
Juan Soto to the plate now. In yesterday's game, he was responsible for the only run driven in by his club.
Soto.
Here you go, guys.
Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
No runner, no runner.
Play ball. He's out. 3. You're out. 3. Out.
Next will be the cleanup hitter,
Leading
Russell
up for the
Daniels.
Phillies.
He had a homer in the
The
ball
left
game
fielder.
yesterday afternoon.
Russell.
Stay hot, big dog. Here we go.
Daniel.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he throws the
0-1.
fastball by him here. 0-1. So, guys, these Nationals, as they interplay here tonight, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I hope these guys were listening today during the hitters meeting, because they have not been swinging the bats well. They only scored 1 run in the loss yesterday, and somewhere along the line, this offense has to execute at a higher level if this team's going to compete.
And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
The 1-2. Smoked on the ground left side. And the Phillies have their first hit of the ball game. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you can see there, he's off to a flying start. The NL's leader in that department here in the month of May. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. Here's a look over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Hey, one time, right now.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
This one's flared out toward left, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, there's a case of a jam sandwich right there. Not that bad of a pitch, but he's able to just be strong enough to loop that one into left field.
Dan, sometimes a jam sandwich tastes much better than a rocket right at somebody.
The pitcher.
Coming to the plate now, Aaron Nola, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 1-2, here it is. This pitch is popped up, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Tim Cate.
The pitcher, number 36, Tim Cate.
The 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Daniels will wait on it. And that's out number 2. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And standing in the outfielder, Russell Daniels.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball. 1-0.
Hey, get your pitch here squared up.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Robles is back on it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So next to the plate for the Phils, Russell Daniels. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Drive it right here.
Hey, let her rip right here.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, let her rip up there. Let's go. Here we go.
The 1-1.
That's a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Hey, so you didn't drive it here.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in the zone, or do you just pitch around him?
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Hard ground ball to third. To second for one. On the first, it's a double play as there was. Striding into the box, Russell Daniels.
For the Phillies, the left fielder, Russell Daniels.
Pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball 1.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Come on, baby. Do your pitch. Right now.
Pitch on the way. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Line drive to left.
Boy, nice
and a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that... Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Washington came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. And with 2 on and 2 away, it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter in this spot.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Phillies.
Drive it right here.
Number 13, Russell Daniels.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Robles looking up. And that baby's gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Big number 67 on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Ranger Suarez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 58.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. Washington get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Michael Lorenzen gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Washington Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies baseball starts right now. Dakota Hudson is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the main issues is he wants to limit the amount of walks. Walked 4 in his last start, and that's a little bit too many for a starting pitcher. He's going to need much better control if he expects to pitch better in this one.
Russell Daniel.
Stay hot, baby, stay hot.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. Morales has pitched just under 60 innings. And when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5. So he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately. Daniels, originally from the state of Missouri, he was selected in the 15th round during the 2020 draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that'll bring up Gary Sanchez.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit in the air out to left. Daniels is there, and he has it for the out. One away now in the Washington 3rd, and that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles. Looked like a sinker there, but he got under it anyway. This is lifted out to left, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Stepping into the box, Russell Daniels, and he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a ground ball to 3rd. Throw to first is in time for the first out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Gary Sanchez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ready for another shot now. Russell Daniels 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he'll dive back in safely.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
He certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
The first baseman, number 17.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Right
on the bag,
him.
on the bag, right here, on the bag.
First is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. Striding in now for the Nats, Jordan Luplow. And with every base occupied, a big hit here could really put this one out of reach. This is hit high and deep out to left. Back on it is the left fielder to the track. Gone! It's a grand slam.
Yeah, and you've got to feel really...
Now in the box, Russell Daniels. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last.
Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. A solo shot here to left. Number 68 now as he draws ever closer. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Now at the plate, Jordan Luplow. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Daniels will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So no runs on no hits, no errors.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest.